Yeah. All right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for hanging out till the end of class with us here. We are Team BowTie. Now, just before we get started, by a show of hands, how many of you guys in this room have a pet at home? Whether it's a cat or a dog or a horse or a hamster? Awesome. Thank you very much for participating. Well, you're not alone. In North America alone, there's actually 144 million cats and dogs. 144 million, think about that number. All right? Now, with pet ownership comes a lot of responsibility, as you may know, and your primary responsibility, as always, is keeping that pet safe. Wouldn't it be nice if you never had to worry about little Fluffy getting out, getting hit by a car, maybe getting out and hurting someone else? Liabilities? Well, with our product, we're making that liability go away. We're making that dream of not worrying about Fluffy a reality, and we're looking good while we do it as well.
So BowTie is a GPS-enabled collar that combines fashion with functionality. It allows pet owners to track their furry friends at all times using an app, and yes, it will be free. So this app allows users to see where their dog is at all times. If they have multiple pets, it can be seen exactly on the screen. Within the collar itself, like I mentioned, is a GPS chip, so we're not worried about how far they're going, as long as there's internet connectivity around.
At BowTie, we're making it even easier if you can keep your pets safe by making it accessible online anywhere in the world. You can fully customize each and every bow tie to make your pet look fabulous. Do you want a pink collar with your gold spikes? Done. Do you want to take your pup to prom? Easy. The options are limitless. To purchase every bow tie, $10 will be donated to the Calgary Humane Society because we're dedicated to keeping pets safe. So remember, always keep an eye on your bow tie. And your pet bow tie.
Now before you get started, we say we for a reason. Stefan and myself are both in our third year of the computer information system here at Mount Royal. We also have industry experience, so making a fully functional website is not an issue. Also, just this week, Stefan got an app approved on the App Store. Lotto scan, look it up, free this week. So the app itself is not an issue as well.
Good. That's exactly what we needed. Yeah, I was like, oh shit, he's gonna ask us that. It was a great marketing thing. Like, I could definitely see it, but when it comes to an investor, you didn't really tell me who the customer was. Like, define them. You said pet owners. Pet owners can be, a 3-year-old girl who has a goldfish, or a 60-year-old woman who has 70 cats, or something like that. So you have to clearly define who it is you're going for. Obviously,
She's our customer.
The 70-year-old woman with 60 cats is gonna have a Android with a free app on it. But
so primarily our market is dogs and cats, though it can be expanded later on.
But the dogs and cats aren't gonna buy it.
Yeah. So it's pretty much not yet. So it's pretty much for anyone that owns a smartphone. I guess our group would be anywhere from 15 to 55, really, because it will be across all platforms, and smartphones are the way to go now.
Narrow it down even more.
Okay.
15 to 55 is a pretty. The people who are 55 are buying, and how they buy is drastically different than how a 15-year-old's going to buy.
For sure.
So start thinking about how to clearly define your market, and then later on you'll figure out how you're going to market it to them. Like I said, it was great marketing. I could see, if I had a cat or a dog, which I don't, like, a little Fluffy will have like a little gold collar or something like that. Great. But during the whole pitch until the very end, I didn't know if you guys are going to be the ones who are doing it, or you have a whole team behind you and you guys are just going to be the face of it, and you're just going to sell it. So when it comes to investing to investors, if you're pitching to investors, or you're probably going to be pitching to PetSmart or whoever's going to be purchasing large orders of these, you have to understand why are they going to be purchasing this product. So you won't be selling individually to each individual person. You'll be selling to, like I said. So you have to understand what they are looking for in a product.
Well, we did say it was fully online based.
Fully online based.
Yeah.
I must have missed that. So if you did do that, my apologies. So you guys have app technology experience with that, but do you have manufacturing experience?
That's the part we do not have at the moment.
Do you have logistics in line to be able to do that? So do you know where you'd be contacting these people to develop it? Do you know a designer to do it? I don't expect you guys, this is just a hunch.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as you guys have taken action to look into being able to do that, in my mind that shows initiative on you guys' and puts more faith in that you guys will be the people who will be able to do this.
Okay.
If you don't have any experience with it, at least make it show that you're working towards being able to develop it. Other than that, I think it's a neat idea. The pet market is huge,
Yeah.
and people spend so much money on it. But clearly define who you're selling to. How you're selling to is online, so maybe a 70-year-old woman with lots of cats isn't going to buy online.
Yeah.
Clearly define that market. Tell us as judges who that market is, and that should be good.
What can I say that you haven't?
Sorry.
I really,
It's chatty, isn't it?
yeah, chatty Cathy over here.
Yes.
I really like the social aspect that you guys brought in with the contributions that you're going to make to a charity. So I'd really use that as for your future pitches as kind of a focus. A lot of like pet owners. I'm not a pet owner myself, but like pet owners get crazy. So if you guys are focusing on that and using that as kind of a marketing ploy and a marketing tool, I think that'll really help out in kind of making this a popular product. That's kind of about all.
Would you
Yeah,
buy
because
one?
I think there's about $9 billion spent by Canadians alone on their pets. And so the last figures are $1,800 per dog or cat per family. But I think that's actually low for those people that might buy this product.
So
Yeah,
you're spending a
pulling
lot
on
of
the
money, but
heartstrings.
man, is it competitive.
Yeah.
So how are you going to differentiate yourself? You didn't even, like, are there other products on the market like it?
They
There
are,
are.
but they're hideous.
They're very ugly. You would put that on your best
There's
friend,
your
right?
differentiation
And much more
factor.
expensive.
You can even, the easiest way to do that is this is the competitor, it's ugly as crap.
Yeah.
This is ours, it's beautiful. You kind of did that sparkly, take to prom kind of thing. Just visually, you can do a side-by-side comparison. That cuts that part of your pitch down to 5 seconds. You immediately see the differentiation. You can go on to more important topics, as in why your team is going to be the ones to do it.
Come back for the second round. This is the hunch.
Yeah, I will be back for the second round.
Excellent.
So you know in a couple of weeks to really
Okay,
talk about your team.
so we'll just have a couple more minutes for questions here, and I want to, yep. No, I missed you the last time. You're first.
And somebody might have said this, but does the pet have to stay within internet connectivity? Can you say that or not?
GPS does not need internet connection, just the device you have. If you actually do want to track them, you won't need an internet connection.
Because I was just wondering for people with like pets on acres, if they go far away or whatever.
Do people usually have Wi-Fi in their house at acreages?
Some do.
And they're not exactly our target audience as well. You know, people in the city aren't too worried about, or people in the country aren't too worried about that. Like myself, I live outside the city limits, and it's not a concern of mine. So we did discuss that as a team, though.
My only concern is that, yeah, it's a great idea, great pitch. It's just the fact that you have the GPS in the collar, and I function, I don't know how that works, but just the durability of the power unit to power the GPS, because all it takes is to lose power to that GPS chip, and you no longer have it, and how often will it have to be charged? Because GPSs do take power.
Well, we did talk about it, and there would just be batteries in it, but we would have a main battery and a backup battery source. That's just really something we don't really have time to talk about.
Oh, yeah,
in the
that was just
presentation.
one
But yeah,
mention.
so just batteries, and also as part of it, like when your battery is low, that's part of the app that you'll get a notification that time to get a new one.
Nope. Are you okay? Hey, great job, you guys. And I would like us to thank our judges who gave us